I love this little lamp that I have here. Excuse me. The elephants. I love elephants. But this is... I just don't like the white cable there coming out of it. But, hi. This video is actually for somewhere in between. Hi. And for Jezebel, decibel. Because the two of you, as you probably know already, are huge players in my life. I mean, you're great. Absolutely great. I'm so happy that you're on YouTube, you know. Like, emotional on that level, really. The two of you are brilliant. And, I you know, well, for a start, somewhere in between your video, I've just seen it now. You put it up a month ago. I've only just seen it now. How frustrating to not be on the ball with what you're doing. I don't want people to think that I'm totally ignorant. I mean, I've said before that I can't be watching everybody's videos because I'm doing my own thing. But God, when I watch your video somewhere in between and the response from Jezebel, decibel, and I actually saw the Jezebel, decibel response first, and then went to yours somewhere in between, and you know, like wow, the two of you, brilliant. And the whole thing is of, you know, oh yes, what I wanted to say is somewhere in between. Yes, it was very funny what you wrote on the screen, like, you know, that you're losing the train of thought, that you didn't write things down. Obviously you know that I never do that, and that's probably why people don't watch my 9-minute or 10-minute videos really too much. I know. But I'm getting more into the video editing thing now. Yeah, and getting a bit more organised, and I'm going to be producing some great videos now soon. Getting it all together now. So I just want to answer. What was the question? My God, what was the question? Oh yes, well, yeah, I agree with you somewhere in between that. Like, yeah, there'll always be, you know, people will be always picking bones with each other. You know, looking for, you know, examples of failures and. You know, and something, you know, we'll always be finding problems with somebody, you know, of something, you know, of course. But I do think, all in all, that we do really need to, as a world, we really need to stop this male and female business, that it's just male and female, as I keep re-uttering and whatever, keep saying. That's what I've been saying for 1.5 years on YouTube, and I realise that that's all I've been saying, and I haven't been talking about anything else. And I've been, you know, yes, complaining, giving out, and, you know, essentially, you know, being negative, yes, on a lot of levels, because it's, you know, YouTube, I use it as my platform for, you know, telling people what I can't tell them in total real life, because, you know, most people don't want to know. They don't want to know. They don't care really enough yet. On these levels, but they still do know that there are people out there that are not fitting into these gender roles of male and female, and obviously the three of us don't fit into the roles, and you know, we're intersex, intergender, whatever, yeah, I think we really are going to change the world. At least the world's understanding and perception, you know, of their neighbours, co-workers, family members. I mean, we're all related, you know. I mean, everybody knows somebody who is actually third gendered, and I've just been recently discussing, with a touch of heated argument in the private messages, with this person, and they've been saying that they don't believe that there is actually a third gender, you know, and that we're just mutants, mutations, and I absolutely have said, you know, started to be sarcastic with the person, saying, okay, professor, okay, yeah, you know best, blah blah blah, you know, of course there must not be third gender, you're right, of course, yes, I'm just nuts, yes. I have lived all my life feeling and knowing that I was intersex, but I never had a word for it. I didn't even have that label as a teenager, you know. That word didn't exist in my world. Maybe it didn't even exist in the world. Who knows when intersex was invented, the word I mean. Because the actual reality of people living as intersex, intergender, somewhere in between, and not your name by the way, but I mean, like, it's a great name because that's where I am. I'm somewhere in between. I'm somewhere in between. And regardless of me looking like a male now, I looked and acted and was treated like a female for most of my life. So, regardless of what I look like now, please, you know, and this is the point that decibel, you're making, isn't it? Like, you know, that you're a woman and you're third gender. And I just want to be seen as a person. And again, somewhere in between, I would, you know, don't mistake my emotion for anger. It's not anger. You know, somewhere in between. You said, what did you say? Oh, now I should be flashing the thing on the screen. Totally forgot what I'm going to say. Oh God, what did you say? What did you say? Somewhere in between. Oh yes, just call me by my name. Yeah, that's the thing. I just want to be called Gavin. You know, hey Gavin, not he. I don't like being called he. You know, I am not a he. I'm XXY. And I totally agree with you as well, somewhere in between, on the level of, like, it's total theory of this Y chromosome technically supposed to be the male part. That's ridiculous. And your great point of, like, you know, there are women, you know, let's say we can't even call them women, you know, but people with vaginas who are XY chromosomes. And that's just the thing, isn't it? You know, like, so we can't put it down to the chromosome thing. We can't put it down to anything. I mean, there's all sorts of exceptions to the rule. All sorts. So, but I think we do need to blanket label everybody as people, human beings, you know, I want to just be called Gavin, and or Peace and Party, whatever you want, you know, and so, God, somewhere in between. Thank you so much. Brilliant. And I missed the video that Jezebel is talking about in her video that you did and you took it down. Oh well, that's a shame. Jezebel, I know but I know you'll agree with me because everything I said to somewhere in between, you know, you're on the same level. It's absolutely amazing, and it's great, Jezebel, that so many people have found you now, and you, like, well, it's great on the level that, you know, that you are able to transmit the message, our message, and your message to more people, and together we are actually reaching out to the world. Let me just be clear as I see her. I mean, like, obviously ICE isn't that clear, is it? Okay, but let me just be clear, like, obviously guys, and I say guys in a general sense of people, but now I'm losing it altogether, and I'm going to go over the 9-minute mark, even longer than you, somewhere in between. Sorry. No, it's gone, but it was a really good point. People. Maybe I edit this then, huh? Take this out. No, I won't edit it. I'll just put it up. But oh yes, it's going to be very hard to deal with the people that come and don't understand and will throw negative crap in our faces, and they're doing it with me the last year and a half. But I haven't hit the major scene on YouTube. You know, okay, 150,000 people or 15,000 channels have looked at my thing, and 150,000 video views. You know, that's a lot, but it's not enough for me to get featured, thank God, Because imagine getting featured, you'd be ruined, Much better to hit certain people, and slowly but surely everybody is going to know about this. Everybody's going to know about this. We are absolutely sorted, people. Sorted. Yeah. So thank you so much, Somewhere in Between. I'm sorry for waffling, because I know I do waffle all the time. And also the Jezebel. I mean, and I would love to visit the two of you. I would love to have money to visit the two of you. Just to meet you in real life. Sit down, we drink I'd have a milkshake or whatever you have, I don't mind. I'd have a Bailey's milkshake though. But, that would be amazing if we could meet just for like an hour. Wow. Anyway, ciao people. Thank you so much for being yourselves.